Well, good morning, everyone, from Sola Vida here in Central Florida. It's already going to be a very warm morning. I already took the dogs out back, but they didn't want to stay. Wet. The grass was too wet. So I thought I'd just come out here and greet the sun this morning and let you know that today we're going to finish up our yogurt. It's done. So with that, I'm going to say, come on in my kitchen behind my closed doors, which are really open right now, and we will finish up our yogurt, and you can see just how easy that all is. But isn't this a beautiful morning? Just look at that. Stunning. Well, okay, this is what we're going to do this evening. I decided to show you the yogurt recipe from beginning all the way through, instead of what I did last night. You know, that's not fair to you for me to try to explain it when you can see it. There's only 3 things you really need to have. Milk, and that's whole milk, not ultra pasteurized, just whole homogenized milk. Vitamin D. The other thing is you need a culture to start, which means if you don't have a culture from your previous batch of homemade yogurt, you need to buy one, which is just yogurt. And what you want, and this is very important, what you want it to say is contains live and active cultures, ingredients, milk. That's it. Now this is just a great value whole milk Greek. You don't need anything fancy. So what we're going to do, while the milk that I'm turning into yogurt, I have in the microwave right now. I have 4 quarts in the microwave. Let me show it to you real quick. Watch out, guys, I'm getting on my feet. Okay, this is the milk. I've got it in the microwave and not on the stovetop in a pan, because I found when I try to heat it on the stovetop, it generally sticks and scorches on the bottom. When in the microwave, I usually put it in there 10 to 12 minutes to bring it up to a temperature of 185. You don't want to take it any further than 190 because you'll kill not only the bad bacteria but the good bacteria as well. So I'm going to put this back in the microwave. I'm going to take its temperature. You need like a little digital thermometer. We're going to take its temperature to see where we are and where we need to go. So hold on. Okay, so this is reading 153. So we have 30 degrees yet to bring it up to. So let me put its little bonnet back on. Back in here. You don't have to make this much either. You can make, you can just make like a little quart. But I use this all the time in a multitude of recipes. And I'm actually thinking about making some cream cheese out of part of this as well. When I cancel that, I'm going to set the temperature for 5 minutes. I mean the time for 5 minutes. So, now what I'm going to do is prepare the culture. Let me get my whisk. Now, on my recipe that I've gone by for ages, it includes using some dry milk. You don't. Evidently, there's plenty of recipes out there that do not call for dry milk. So I'll show you what I'm doing here. Can I put this down so you can see? Okay, you want to put at least 4 ounces. With that much milk, you want to put at least 4 ounces, which is a small container of yogurt that you can buy individual. You want to put at least 4 ounces. What do you see, Andy? A squirrel? No, you see Steve. Okay, so we're going to put 4 ounces, about 4 ounces in this container. It's about 3 to 4 of these. Okay. Okay, my dry milk. I'm going to do 2 heaping tablespoons of dry milk. Can you see that? Down like that, okay? And like I said, this isn't, some recipes don't call for this. You can Google homemade yogurt and get a ton of different recipes. I just found this to be the easiest. So we're going to combine this because I want this to be at room temperature when I go to add it to my cooled milk mixture, right before I put it in the bread machine. And that's it. That's all you got to do. Okay. Oops. I didn't put my little thing back in the dry milk container. Can't do that. I'll go crazy later on. I'll see it. I'll say, where does this go? Andy and Rosie are barking, so I mean, I let them do what they want. They can bark all they want. Okay. So I'm gonna raise this back up. See what I'm doing? Okay. Okay. So I'm going to put the milk or the culture back over here for now. So when this comes up to temperature, 185 degrees, or 185, 190-ish, something like that, not over 195. You know, I'm guard against that. I'm going to stick it at you're supposed to let it cool down to around 115. And then you can take and put it in the bread machine. I'm not going to wait a couple of hours for it to cool down from 185 to 115. So I take it from the microwave and I make a little spot in my freezer. I cover it real good and let it sit in there maybe 20-25 minutes, and the temperature drops drastically down to the 115. And then we'll take it from there. But in the meantime, before I let you go right now, the second is I want to check this temperature one more time. What is it, Andy? You see somebody out there? You telling everybody hi? Okay. Okay, before you take its temperature, just stir the milk. And it's going to be hot, so be very careful. You don't want to burn yourself. So let's put our little trusty digital thermometer in there. Okay, we're there. It's 187. So that took, in my microwave, as you know, different power, different microwaves, that took 10 and 2, 12 and 5, 12 and 4. So that took 16 minutes for me to bring it up to 187. So we are there. So I'm going to cover it back up. Ouch. I'm telling you not to burn this up. Let's stick my thumb in it. Oh my God. Okay, let's put it over here so I shut everything. Okay, I'm going to my freezer. I keep my wheat berries for my flour in here, so that's a good spot usually to put my yogurt. I just see this is my red wheat berries that I keep for my flour. I make some flour. So I'm just going to take this and place that right where the red wheat berries were. There we go. have stuff in the freezer. Okay, so in about 20 minutes, I'm going to check that just to see where we are. If it's hovering around 118, something like that, you're going to be safe, because by the time you add the culture that you made, which is going to be at room temperature, and by the time it goes into the cool bread machine pan, it's going to drop it down to, about the 115, 113, somewhere around there. When this cools down, I'll bring you back. Okay, we have reached temperature. I'm at 114 right now. So my next step in this recipe is I'm going to take, remember the culture that we have, the Greek yogurt. We're going to put some of milk, or warm milk, in here and just stir it up. I don't want to put that really thick yogurt culture in my milk product without it being tempered. It brought to more or less the same temperature and thickness. So we're there. There's no lumpage in there. So here we go. So I'm just going to pour that in our milk. Can you see what I'm doing here? I'm going to take my whisk and just mix it up pretty good. Now this is where things can go south really quick, because when I go to put this in the bread pan, sometimes I drop it. So I'm going to not drop it, spill it. So I'm going to be very careful. Not towel. Put this. Can you see what I'm doing? I'm going to pour that right in the bread machine. We want to put the hand everywhere. There we go, a little bit more under control. Okay. And that's it. Now, you can still see me. There's a bread machine. And it has a yogurt function. The yogurt function on this Elite Gourmet is 17. So we're going to put our yogurt in there. And yogurt mixture. And the bread mixture. I'm just going to make quite a bit of yogurt, but I have plans for it. Because away from this yogurt, once we strain it tomorrow, W-H-E-Y, I'm going to use that to make some sourdough bread for you. So what I do, since this is going to be, the time right now is 5:30. I'm letting this run all the way around. This is only going to be functioning for 8 hours, but I leave it in an extra 4. The longer you leave it in, the more tangy it gets. So that's your call. But I usually leave it in 12 hours, and then I put it in the strainer, and I put it in the refrigerator. We'll get to that when the time comes. So for now, I'm going to cover it up. My little bonnet. You can put a towel, saran wrap. You don't have to put anything. I just don't like it open for so long. I don't know if little critters went in there or not. Never know. So, close it up. And then I'm going to go to the menu, and I'm going to hit 17. 17 when I get started. And that's it. Now, the one thing that I wanted to show you, what I usually do, see these are little yogurt containers that when this is done tomorrow, I'll either portion 8 of these out and put like different, like honey on a couple, I'll put jam on a couple, I'll leave a couple plain because Sam eats these. So that I may do, but chances are I'm not, because I have some plans for this yogurt and I want to get at least a quart of Greek yogurt, Greek yogurt out of this. So until in the morning, I want to say goodnight and sleep tight, and as soon as we get up tomorrow, we'll check it and I'll bring you back into my kitchen. Bye-bye. Okay, well, thanks for taking a little stroll in my front yard with me this morning. Back in my kitchen. My name is Melody. If you're new to this channel, I'm new too, so we'll get to know each other together. Bear with me as I'm still, just a babe in the woods on YouTube. Editing leaves a lot to be desired, as well as camera angles and on and on and on. But I'm learning a little bit every day. So I want to finish up our yogurt recipe that we started last night. The yogurt's been in the bread machine at 5:30 yesterday, late afternoon. We put everything together, our milk and our culture, which is just 4 ounces of Greek yogurt, either store-bought, plain, or from your last batch of yogurt that you made. Either one works. So I'm going to show you what we got. So it's now 9 o'clock our time. So it's been in there roughly, almost 12 hours, 8, 9, 10, almost 12 hours. So what we're going to do is take it out of the bread machine. I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that. So just watch this. Actually, guys, I think what I'm going to do is bring you in closer so that you can get a bird's eye view of exactly what's taking place here. So you'll know what to expect. Okay, the only equipment that I have is a glass bowl. I try to stay away from metal at this point. A strainer, and I've ordered a better strainer than this just for yogurt, because I do have to put my cheesecloth on here, because I want to catch the whey from the yogurt, and I'm going to use that whey making the sourdough bread that we're going to make from our new sourdough starter that we created this week. Just going to line it like that. And then just a spoon. So, I'm going to take it out of our machine. Now, you can put this, let me show this to you. There you go, there's your yogurt. Now, let me put it this side so you can see it better. You can take this yogurt. This is not Greek yogurt yet. It's the thinner, just regular yogurt that you can still put in jars, put in containers. You can put fruit in it. You can honey. You can put anything you want in it, and it's perfectly okay after it sits for a little while and chills in the refrigerator. However, what I'm going to do is I want to turn this into Greek yogurt, and to do that I have to strain it. And I'm going to strain it into my bowl and my strainer here with cheesecloth. And then I'm going to tie it up, put it in the refrigerator, for about 6 hours. It may not take that long because this looks like it came out really well. So let's go ahead and get that started. Here, and you can see what let's see if you can, there we go. Oh yeah, this is beautiful. Look at this. Isn't that beautiful? There we go. I may just save some of this for just regular yogurt. Sam likes it like that. Put a little bit of honey on it or some berries. Beautiful yogurt. Oh my goodness, yes. I'm so proud of this. It turned out great. And you don't even know, the thing of it is, you don't need this bread machine either. You can put this in any container, that recipe that we used last evening. The milk and the, let's see if I can get a little bit more in there, because the rest I'm just going to put in containers and put in the refrigerator. There you go. You can just put that recipe right in this bowl, let's say, the bowl that I mixed it in. And you can set this at 5:30 yesterday. Let me tell you. You can set this the same amount of time, 5:30 yesterday. Cover it, put it in your oven with just the oven light on. Now your oven's off, the light is on. For the same period of time, and you're going to end up with the same result. I like the bread machine. For some reason, I'm just drawn to that. It serves my purpose, and I feel comfortable doing that. So we're going to turn this back down, and I want to show you what we got. Now, if you were to buy this at the store, and I know I keep harping on cost, but you know that's one of the things we're dealing with in today's world. You're looking at $5 for, you know, a little bit of yogurt. This is going to probably give us 2 quarts plus 2 or 3 4-ounce containers of regular yogurt. All this cost us was a half a gallon of milk, and the little bit of yogurt that we put in there, which if I used the yogurt from my last batch would have cost us nothing. So at this point, I'm going to take and bring these ends up like so. I've already made a little spot in the refrigerator. And we're going to twist it around like so. And I want to show you what's happening already. Can you see that? That's called Whey. W-H-E-Y. That's what a lot of athletes use, and a lot of people use in their health drinks as a powdered whey, W-H-E-Y. Extremely good for you. Major probiotics and health benefit. And we're doing it naturally. Now watch, see how that's dripping out? We want to get rid of that so that we can make a Greek yogurt, and it's all a natural process. Out of this, I can also take it a little while longer and let it sit in the refrigerator. Here, I'll show you how I'm going to do this. I'm going to just pop it in here like this. No weights, nothing. It'll drain on its own. I can take this a little further, make yogurt out of half of this, and the other half I can let strain and drain a couple of hours more, and I've got cream cheese. And it is phenomenal cream cheese. You can either make it savory or you can make it sweet prior to putting it into your containers, like say for instance cheesecake. I've made cheesecake with this. It's really good. So that's it. I'm going to put this in my refrigerator, and in about 6 hours we'll see how this turns out. And that will be in our next video, because once I take it back out, I want to be able to show you exactly what we can do with it from that point on. So I'm going to sign off for now, wishing you a good day, wishing you good health. Take care of yourself, your friends, and your family. And please check on your neighbors, because you never know what goes on behind closed doors, and who may need you and who you may need. Bye-bye. Okay, what I wanted to do is just do a little recap on what we've done this week. Starting last week, we began our sourdough starter journey. We got it all the way through until, yes, it is a sourdough starter now. It, as far as our test, the flooding test, it works. So put that to the side. Yesterday we started doing our yogurt recipe, homemade yogurt, out of just milk and the culture from the old. I had my brain just froze. milk and the culture from just plain Greek yogurt that I purchased from the store because I had no leftover yogurt that I had previously made, which you can use to start your next batch of yogurt. So I took you all the way through to where we put it in the strainer and we put it in the refrigerator. I had enough left over though that I'm making just regular yogurt that I put in these containers, and they're now, well, they were, I took them out of the refrigerator. They'll stay in the refrigerator until they're ready to be eaten. There's nothing on them. You can put anything on them that you want, honey, fruit, anything that you do with yogurt. So I just wanted to bring you up to date on where we're going from here with everything that we've done this week with both the sourdough starter and the yogurt. I'm after the whey from the yogurt so that I can show you how you take that whey and you start your, or you use it in your sourdough. So that's my next video. I can't do everything in one video because it just makes it too long because of the time constraints. So I have to break these up. I apologize for that. So tomorrow what I'm hoping to do, or I'm planning on doing, is taking the starter that we made and the whey that we're going to be getting from the yogurt that's in the refrigerator right now, straining, and I'm going to do a sourdough bread for you. And at that time, we'll also have the Greek yogurt complete, because all that we're going to do now with Greek yogurt once it finishes straining is put it in containers. And I'll show you that as well. It's just, taking it up, putting it in a container. It's not that difficult. So that's where we are right now. I didn't want to leave you hanging, but I had no other way of figuring out how I'm going to put this together in one video, which I can't. So there you have it. Until we meet again in my kitchen tomorrow to start our sourdough bread journey with everything that we've done this week with the creating our starter and then making our own yogurt and getting our own whey from that yogurt. We're on our way, right? No pun intended. Have a good day, guys.